I'm so excited to talk about this topic today, as this is so key to starting your business. Really understanding what those obstacles are and bringing that sense of self awareness to what could be holding you back from finally starting your business is so key. We can all have this strong desire to get things started. And it can be this one step forward, two steps back process in which you feel this drive to make a shift in your life, to help people, to make an impact, but all the buts come flying in. And sometimes there might just be this stuckness, like that you hit a wall and you're not sure what's even holding you back. So I want to bring light today, take this little flashlight and really focus in on those key areas that are common that I experienced in my life and my clients experience that are holding them back to start their business so you can make the shift if you are in at this point in your journey. So the first thing that I experienced was uncertainty of who am I meant to help? How am I meant to help them? All the question marks were flying through my mind. There was almost like this thought bubble, that you saw in cartoons, and a bunch of question marks hanging out there. And there was this sense of overwhelm by this uncertainty that people face. And it's because there's not really clarity of the vision. There's not very much clarity of what that is and how you're meant to serve people. And that's so common. I was actually talking to somebody on the DMs on Facebook yesterday, and she was talking about that, like she's just been in this stage for a long period of time, years, in which she feels like she's meant to help people. But the but that she's facing is the question marks of who she's meant to serve. This is so common. And often it's because there's a disconnection with the vision and putting yourself into it. So if you're experiencing uncertainties, it's really important to start to be clear the vision of what you want your life to look like when you are creating this business, and what are the methods and what are the gifts that you can bring forth. A big question, especially if you're facing this uncertainty of who you're meant to help and how you're meant to help them, is really looking at the past version of yourself in which you were facing some struggles and now you know how to overcome them. So it's like, what is a stage in your journey that you need to know what you know now? So, for example, for me, it was that lack of clarity, it was that lack of confidence, and the lack of the how, and that disconnection piece within, and really allowing myself to embrace my intuition and step into that clarity, confidence, and action. So, there was that start in my business in which I was very unclear, and all the fear was kind of creeping in and holding me back, which interestingly enough, that's what I'm talking about on this episode today. See how it all aligns? So start to unpack that. Next, all the fears come up, the fears, the doubts, the imposter syndrome kind of creep up that keep us stuck. Those are the big roadblocks that we face, right? The fears just occupy our mind, and we can get really heady and overwhelmed by all of the things that are holding us back. Like, who's going to buy from me? And can I really do this? Can I be successful? Am I going to fail? Right? All of these things can come across our mind. But this is the part where self awareness really needs to come in, because we might just feel fear, but we might not be able to pinpoint what exactly those fears are and what are the big ones that are holding us back. Because we experience so many thoughts in the day. Our brain is processing so much information. 60,000, 80,000 thoughts a day based on what we see, what we hear, what we smell, that we're sitting on something, that we're walking on something, that we're having an emotional response to certain circumstances. So it's really important to give yourself the space to uncover what are those fears? What is your subconscious mind telling you about your experience of creating a business? Another thing that's super huge is the stuckness in the how. How am I going to create my business? Because there's so many different ways. There's so many gurus out there that say, hey, like I got six figure business, 7-figure business. I, have so many clients. I'm making such an impact. And sometimes we get this experience where we follow a lot of people on social media. And we're like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. There's so many different ways to create it. And that can create kind of like an inauthenticity piece when we're doing things just because we want to be successful like someone else, but maybe not feeling the alignment with our life, our lifestyle, and what we want our vision to be. I know that experience really happened for me. I remember just taking every course. I thought maybe I'll do a self-study course, or maybe I'll do a year-long course that I'll offer someone, or maybe I'll do group, or maybe I'll do one-on-one. So it's really uncovering what is going to be your authentic process and tuning in with your intuition to allow yourself to be guided from that place of what feels right to you, following your gut, right? Allowing that to guide you in the process. So that stuckness is huge. And all I can recommend is that you just start taking baby steps. You use the circle and start method that I've talked about quite a bit here in my world of hypothesizing all the different steps that you're meant to take and numbering off 3 and circling the first one and starting. That way you have a plan and you have a variety of steps that you can take. And as you complete 3, you just number off 3 more. So it's super, super key. Those are like the biggest things that people have to overcome to be able to confidently start their business, overcoming the uncertainty, the fears, and the stuckness. And if you are like, yes, this is exactly what I'm experiencing, I have a gift for you, for all you beautiful listeners. I have created the Confident Entrepreneur Journal, which has 22 journal prompts to help you to let go of the self-doubt and finally start your business. There is a link in the description of this video, as well as in my show notes if you're listening to the podcast on podcasting platforms, in which you can get a free download and instantly have access to all those different prompts to help you to shift through any of these things that are keeping you stuck. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you really get some sort of breakthrough. If you give yourself that spaciousness to give 100% to the exercise, there is no way that you won't get some sort of breakthrough. So if you are needing additional support, if you're listening in, you're doing the journal prompts and you're hitting a wall and you're wanting support, my inbox is always open on Instagram. My handle is Cassandra Rosa A. Feel free to send me a DM, and I would love to support you on your journey to finally starting this business so that 2024 can be your best year, where it's so filled with fulfillment and impact and alignment for you in the life of your family as well. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I'll upload a new video on Thursday. See you in the next one. Bye.